This is David Lynn, also known as the Prepper Principal, and this is Coffee Talk number 272 live stream, 7 p.m. Central Time. It's Saturday, the 20th of July, 2024, and this is another live stream. KP Heathen, my friend, welcome. Hope you are doing well. And it has been raining here in Victoria, Texas. It's going to rain just about every day for the next week. Makes more yard work. Uncle Owl, Die Bullfrog 79, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, my friend and mentor. Yeah, usually when it rains, it'll knock the temperature down about, if it's during the day, it'll knock the temperature down about 10 degrees or so. Give you some wind so it's cooler. Miss Anne Marie Angel, over from her recent live stream that I visited. A supporter and friend. If you are not connected to Miss Anne Marie Angel, please do so. I'm sure she will connect back with you. She's working on trying to complete her 1,000 so she can do the monetization thing. And when we get a few more people in the house, I'm going to do some shout outs. Now, I tell you what, Miss Anne Marie, Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79, Alan Sato, he's a good person for you to be subscribed and connected with. You've got questions about preparedness and emergencies and planning and such. He talks a lot about that kind of stuff. He's old school like me. He's he's a boomer like me. And he's former military, former Eagle Scout, or he was an Eagle Scout. He's a good man to have in a crisis, and he's a mentor to me. And Uncle Al, stop blushing. I know when you get praise, you start blushing. So I've got a couple of stories to tell today. The topic is generally prepping, preparedness, and then we talk about things going on. I'll go ahead and start with a little story about something that happened today. 4 in the house, 4 likes. We're just getting going. Doorbell rang this morning about 8 o'clock. And normally the doorbell rings around here. It's a delivery. They'll leave something on my front porch, on usually on the, right there. I've got a little setup right there on my front porch where you can sit down, and they'll usually leave something on the bench. And I went out. The dogs are barking. I went out on the door, and there was an older gentleman walking away. And he was parked out there in the car. I said, "Hmm." So I said, "This is who we have delivering for Amazon." And I said, "Thank you, sir." He turned around. He says, "That was left on my doorstep yesterday evening. I live 3 blocks over from you, and they left this, they left this package on my doorstep." He's a kind old gentleman, probably mid-70s, and I thanked him, and then I went in and I opened it up, and it was an order I had. I'll show you. So normally, when I give goodie boxes out, or I do a subscriber giveaway, one of the things I normally put in a goodie box is I normally put a like a little emergency stove, and these emergency stoves come with 24 fuel tabs. They're very good, and my friend KP Heathen has done a couple of hello Joshua, and hello Belinda's Country Living. Joshua Humphrey and Belinda's Country Living. He's done a couple of videos where he's used that emergency stove with fuel tabs to heat his food, his lunch or whatever. And so I normally give those out, and then I normally give an extra pack of the fuel tabs. So I, took advantage of Prime Days, and they had these on sale for like $4.99, and they have them on sale for $4.99. I get them like delivered. So I bought a 4-pack, 4 packs, and that was one of the things that and I would not have gotten that, and I would have had to call and complain about not getting it because it said it was delivered yesterday evening and it hadn't been delivered to me. So I called Prime, talked to a nice young man, and explained the situation. Told him, I said, I'm very happy with Prime. I'm very happy with Amazon. I get good deals. You give me good deals and stuff. I'm able to order. It gets delivered to me. Very rarely do I have a complaint. I think in all, I spend thousands of dollars a year on, from Amazon on stuff. And I probably called up to complain like twice. Well, here's number 3. And I explained the situation to him, and he took my information. He said, "Oh yeah, that was a UPS driver." Now normally, like on weekends, if you get an order from Amazon on weekends, a lot of times, because the postal workers work Monday through Friday, well, they work 6 days a week because they'll deliver mail on Saturday. But normally you get mail after hours. You get like packages after hours, or on Sundays. UPS postal workers oftentimes work for Amazon, contracting for Amazon to do deliveries on the weekend. They'll do the deliveries on the weekend. And then more expensive items, sometimes you get at UPS, sometimes you get at FedEx, more expensive, bigger items. And but the guy delivered it 3 blocks over. So I don't know. It might have been 1006 and had a different, it might have, he might have delivered it to 1006, but he did it to a different street. And this kind of old gentleman, he brought it over to me, which, is old school, old school manners. So that's my little story. But I got 4 of those. I got a 4-pack, got delivered. And I had some other stuff, and I'll show you what I got. I got a couple other things I need to unbox that just came in today. So let's see. Hillbilly Josh Lofton. Belinda's Country Living. I already said hello, Belinda, but hello again. Melinda Elliott. Welcome, Melinda Elliott. So as I was saying, thank you for the thumbs up. 8 in the house, 7 likes. Please, if you would like to support the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. And I did go and get coffee, and I drank it. It was an 8 ounce. I put a couple of French vanilla creamers in it. Very, very, very good coffee. Been watching the AGI system doing a Skynet on Australia and the UK. You know, there was some sort of massive internet outage, I understand, yesterday or the day before, over a large portion of the world. And Elon Musk got upset and he canceled some sort of service, and he really slammed this service that they had. Apparently it was affecting a lot of the financial stuff. And he was upset, and he just basically slammed them and canceled them. I recently changed my internet service. I'm now using T-Mobile. And I'm thinking about getting the Starlink. I'm thinking about getting that. The thing about the Starlink is, if you've got a means to power it, and you don't have to have a lot of power for it, you can basically using like a 12-volt lithium setup, solar, to power that. And your signal is good for 150 feet or so. So you can also be doing your cellular phone calls over your internet with that. You get your internet high speed, and it's supposed to be better than what you got, you know, a lot of stuff you can get now. And then you can basically do your cellular. Well, you know, in a power outage, when the towers are down, you're not getting cellular. You can't make calls. However, with the Starlink, you don't need to worry about the towers, because you're basically bouncing off satellites. You're basically, your receiver is basically, you got a satellite system. It's like a satellite phone. And I'm really thinking about getting that. I really am. Hello, Rachel, mom of 4 boys. Welcome. You know, just a few minutes ago, I had a flicker on my power went out for a second, came back on. Flickered. Hey, Danny D, the spectacular supporter. Welcome, my new friend. Let me give you standard moderator. Here is another channel that you guys need to subscribe to. You subscribe Danny D, and Danny D will subscribe you. And Danny, I went over and I left you a like and a comment on one of your shorts. And I will be back to visit you with some more support. And let me go over briefly, let me go over some statistics. Little Lone Prepper, welcome, Little Lone Prepper. Yeah, going over some statistics. My channel picked up a few subscribers. I'm at 1,633, 12.1K views. I'm sort of down on my views from where because I hadn't been putting out a lot. And I'm way down on my watch time. I'm at 343 hours on my watch time for the cycle. And I like being up around 600. So I'm way down because I went for a number of days without doing anything, not having any live streams. My last live stream, 94 views, wasn't the best, but I did pick up almost 18 watch hours during the live stream. So that was very good. And that was very good. If you haven't had a chance to, I put out a video about 1 minute and 45 seconds of my new Bouge RV 12 volt refrigerator freezer compressor driven. It is the CR45, which is a 48 quart dual zone. So you can use it one side for freezing, one side for cold, or both, or the other. On wheels, got a nice handle. Just unboxed it. I'm going to do a review on it. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to use my watt meter, which I'm going to plug in, and then I'm going to plug it into that on AC. And I'm going to run it on AC, and I'm going to run it on 12 volt. And I want to see exactly what I'm going to be using the AC as far as how much sort of power it's going to be using. Because if you're doing AC, if you're using solar, you're using an inverter. It's always best to do 12 volt because 12 volt runs on less than 100 watts, whereas AC, you have no idea. It could run on very little, or it can run on a lot. Like, say you've got a 1200 watt microwave. Well, when that thing is running, it's burning 1200 watts. And normally, like a microwave, you use it for a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes to heat something up. It's not that bad, but it's using a lot of wattage. Whereas with 12 volt appliances, any 12 volt appliance is going to run on less than 100 watts. And the 12 volt refrigerator freezers, they normally run on 45-50 watts when they're running. They cycle on and off the same way a regular refrigerator does. So they're not going to be using near the power. But I'm going to set that up, and I'm going to do some, and then I'll do another video on it. So let's unbox a couple more items that I got in today. I don't remember what I was ordering, but let's see. Every day is like Christmas. Well, not every day, but a lot of times it's like Christmas. Christmas in July. I'm using my Smith & Wesson pocket knife, folding knife. It's a real nice knife. I paid $25 for it at Academy several years ago, and that $25 plus tax. I remember that part. It's a nice knife. I'm thinking these are possibly some camp stoves that I ordered. Hey, I'm a genius. I remember camp stoves. Two camp stoves I ordered. And I got these for about $6.50 a piece. And I said, why are you getting so many of those? Because I send them to people. I give them out. I give them to friends. I send them to people. It's part of preparedness, being prepared. Well, I mean, okay. So there's DC and there's AC. DC is direct current. AC is alternating current. So most of your electricity now in your home, the power, the grid, everything runs on alternating current, AC. And it starts out at a generator and it puts out just massive amounts of power, and it runs down the lines. And then when it gets to your house, it jumps down from like 880 to 110, and you got a breaker box that goes into your breaker box. Your breakers are 110 breakers, and you got your 220 breakers. And you think, well, what's running on 220? And 220 is like massive, a lot. You accidentally get hit by 220, it'll kill you. 110, you'll feel it. You touch the wrong thing and it's whatever. 110, you'll feel it. 220 will definitely kill you. 110 can kill you, but 220 will definitely kill you. And every so often you hear about these workers, and they touch the wrong thing, they're out and they're fried, because it's massive power. Well, anyway, so you got a breaker box, and most things run on 110. So you can have a generator running, gasoline power generator, diesel power generator, propane power generator, that run on fuels. And they'll run, and depending on what sort of model you get and how powerful it is, it can be running 220, or it likely will be running 110. So what runs on 110? Well, most of the things in your house run on 110. Your water heater is probably going to run on 220. Your central heater, if you've got central heat, electric central heater, is probably going to run on 220. Your dryer, you have a washer and dryer, your washer is going to run on 110, and your dryer is probably going to be running 220. So most people that have power generators, in an emergency, you're probably not going to be running the 220 stuff. You got a well pump, you got a water well in the country, a well pump, it's probably going to be running on 220. So, people will get these electric, they'll get these gas powered, dual powered, that run on gasoline and run on propane. And they get these generators. And they're like 1,500, 2,000 watt generators. And what that means is they'll generate enough power to run 1,500, 2,000 watts worth of appliances at once. So you can run a refrigerator, you can run your refrigerator with it. You can run your freezer with it. You can use it to run appliances and such. But it's not going to run everything in your house at the same time. It's going to run, you're going to have it hooked up. Most people in a power outage will have it hooked up to run their refrigerator and their freezer. You got a refrigerator and you got a freezer, they got it hooked up to run that. And then the idea is these things cycle. They cycle on and off. And when they're using several hundred watts of power. And then they probably surge when they start up. They start up and they surge. Like a surge of a lot of power. Danny. Alan Williamson. Welcome, Alan Williamson. Alan, we got some new friends in tonight. And I'm going to do some shout outs, some new friends. We've got Danny D, the spectacular supporter. And we've got Miss Anne Marie Angel. I was over on Anne Marie's live stream. She live streams. I was over on her live stream and I met Danny and a few other people, which I will shout out. A young lady by the name of Linda Powers. Rocket 18181. Rocket has 275 subs. Miss Anne Marie Angel has 727 subs. Linda Powers has 47 subs. Danny, the super supporter, has 740 subs. And then another new friend is NC Southern Yankee, who has 249 subs. And I joined several of them this afternoon on that live stream, and they joined me. So my numbers were up, and I went over and said hello, and I'm shouting them out, and I will link them on my community wall post. My next post, I'll link them. Please leave a like and support for support. It'll be greatly appreciated. So as I was saying, in a grid down situation, in an extended grid down situation, you're going to need to be able to have hot water for coffee, tea, to reconstitute freeze-dried food, to heat food, cans and such. So the idea of me having these and, you know, giving these out, you know, sending these to people, these are like $12. They're lightweight, they fold out. You use them with propane. This is a 2-pack of propane. I paid a little over $5 for this. I usually send those with it. I really like the canned heat. I get 12 packs over at Sam's for like $30. These will run for 6.5 hours. These will run for over 6 hours. And the idea is you light it, you put it in there, you put your pot, water, whatever, in it, on it, and it'll boil your water in 15 minutes. You can use it for coffee or to reconstitute or whatever you need to do. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. You can use those inside. Now these others, like KP Heathen, he's done a couple of videos using this particular stove, and I said, KP, one, you need to use the other stove. The other stove burning your canned heat or your sterno, it's not gonna, you're not gonna have as much of a blow outside in the wind. Also, you can use it inside, and it's not going to stink or anything, where the tabs stink to high heaven. So I tell them the next video you do, you need to use the other stove. But I ordered some more. I ordered tabs, and I ordered this little stoves, and I ordered the big stoves, you know, the little bit bigger ones, the folding stoves. And I give those out, you know, to people, and I have them use them for emergencies and such. In a power outage, you need to be able to heat water. Well, another thing in a power outage, it's really nice to have, is it's nice to be able to have cold stuff. You know, if you're not up in the Arctic, if you're not up where it's really cold, you're up on a mountain where it's always cold, you're not going to have cold stuff. So the idea there is, if you've got a 12-volt compressor-driven refrigerator / freezer, they run on 12 or 24 volts. And they're DC. You can basically run them with batteries, and you basically use solar chargers, like you have panels, or you can have wind, you know, power to recharge your power bank or your battery or batteries, and it'll keep your stuff cold 24/7. Now the only thing is, it's not going to be as big, and you're not going to be able to put as much in it as you would in a full-size 20. You know, you got a 20 cubic foot refrigerator. Well, you're not going to be able to put near as much, but you can keep your water cold that you use for beverages. You use powder. You put powders in it, like lemonade or grape or orange or tea or whatever. You know, you can have cold water. You can have your cold milk. You use powdered milk. You know, freeze-dried milk. Mix up your milk. Got cold milk for the kids or for you, and you know, the alternate whey milk, you know, oat milk or whatever, almond milk, and for those that are lactose intolerant, and sodas, you know, eggs, you have some bacon, you know, you can have all sorts of stuff in it, and you can have more than one. You can have 2 of them. My thing is that you want to have a backup, so you have one you use if it ever goes out on you, and They're supposed to be good for 5 or 6 years. If it goes out on you, then you pull out the other one because you're probably not going to be able to get parts. And in the lithium batteries, and I just bought a lithium Power Queen battery, 100 amp hour battery. I paid less than $200 for it. Tax, title, license delivers like $207. I should be getting it in the next couple of days. And I'm going to be putting it out in my kitchen under my cabinet where I got my battery bank. I've got AGM batteries out there right now, deep cycles, and I'm replacing them with lithium. And lithium's good for over 10 years before they start losing power. You can drain them all the way down. This one I've got has a good review on Hobotech. It's got a battery management system, so it's got cold management, it's got hot management, it's got overcharge management. It's a good deal. 22 pounds, Series 31, and I bought one, and if I like it, I'm gonna buy some more, and I'll chain them together. And 1280. One of them is 1280 watts of power, and what that means is a 100 amp battery will give you 1280 watts of continuous power for 1 hour. Now, you're not going to be using 1200 watts of power for a continuous hour if you're using 12 volt appliances, because 12 volt appliances use less than 100 watts when they're running. The refrigerator freezers, they use about 45-50 watts when they're running. If you're running on economic, you're not using it as a freezer, you're using it to keep stuff like 36, 38 degrees. When it runs and it cycles on and off, it's running at 50 watts or less. So you can run that thing all day long, all night long, 7 days a week. If you've got a couple of hundred watts of solar panels up on your roof to recharge, you don't get as much power during the wintertime as you do during the summertime. I also bought a new MPPT charge controller, maximum power point charge controller, to replace my other charge controller, which is just a standard charge controller. So, getting ready for the power outages. Jocelyn, my friend, Jocelyn's Vlog of Taiwan. Hello, Jocelyn. And Gina B. Yunkin, the Bud Files. Welcome, Bud Files. There are some new channels on here this evening. Please connect. Jocelyn is over in and I believe Gina is too. They're both over in the Taiwan, the Philippines, over on the other side of the world. So they're about 13 hours ahead of us. So right now it's like, for me, it's like 7:30 in the evening. For them, it's like 8:30 in the morning. They're already over to the next day. So connect. Good people to know. 8 in the house, 13 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. So I opened up the fuel tabs and I opened up the camp stoves, and let's see what else I got. This one's a little bit bigger. Let's see what this one is. What does this say? It's got a red sticker. Okay, yep. This is something I really wanted. I bought a box. This is a case 50 pack of MRE shelf stable crackers. This is a 50 pack. You get 2 full-size crackers, 170 calories. These are shelf stable, which means they'll be good 20 years from now. These are from 2023, the 143rd day. A 50 pack. And they didn't have them for a while. They did not have them for a while. And then they got them back in. I said, snatched them up, $46 for a 50 pack. So I got them for less than $1 a pack, which is good, you know. And you use them. You use them with meals. You know, you can use them with peanut butter and jelly or honey on it or cheese. You know, you use it for stuff. I also ordered and got in yesterday a 12 pack of Crystal Light lemonades. This is 120. And I got them in together a 12 pack of Concord Grape. Crystal Light Concord Grape, 120 pack of each. And I get these, you know, I can go and get the individual boxes over at Walmart for like $2.78 right now. And I got them during Prime, and I actually saved a little bit, and I got a pretty good little supply of it. So that's what's coming most recently, and I got other stuff on order. Like I said, I'll let you see my Power Queen, and I've got it up on my community wall. Go look at my community wall, an image of the Power Queen deep cycle battery, and information on buying it. It's very highly rated. It's very highly rated. I look forward to getting it in and checking it out and putting it to use, and then probably getting a couple of more, chain them together. I ordered a replacement mattress, a king size mattress for our bed. Wife wanted a new mattress, so I ordered it should be delivered this coming Saturday. You know, I buy things that we need, and I try to buy expensive things when they have Prime days. Joseph Moore, my friend. How are you doing, Joseph? So, Anne Marie Angel says she's been watching a while, and then last night she went ahead and she started, you know, commenting. And, you know, I subscribed her and she subscribed me. We exchanged friendships. And I went over and spent some time on her live stream. I was just cruising, and I was responding to comments that were left. And I saw that she was live, so I went into her live stream. And she had several people in there, and they were all friendly, and they were all making nice comments and everything. And it's the way you pick up friends. I would like to order some of the backpack yogurt. It's shelf-stable yogurt cups, but it's a bit pricey. That one, I'm going to have to look at that. And you're saying it's backpack yogurt. And I haven't forgotten about your FRHs. I'm going to send you some FRHs, Little Lone Prepper. I have no use for them. They really don't work after a few years. And when you get them, they're not going to be new. Most of the stuff and the components and such that you get, like, okay, those crackers I just showed you, those were from 23. Those are about a year old, and that's really a good deal. Getting year-old crackers, shelf stable. See, Joseph sent me some images. I'll look at them when I get a chance, Joseph, after the live stream. And congratulations if they're new. He sent me attachment pictures of twins, his twins. Congratulations if they're new. Yes, different places. You've got shortages and you got gluts. I would think a lot of the shortages are in the big blue cities where truck drivers really do not want to drive. Most of your stuff that's delivered is delivered by semi. Truckloads, like you get the big box stores, they get their stuff, they usually every day, they get one or two semis. And usually from a regional distribution point, And there are places where it's really hectic. They got a lot of stuff going on, and the drivers really do not like to go to certain places. Like there was supposed to have been a boycott on. I hadn't heard anything more about it, but you had people that did not want to go into New York City because of a lot of the crap going on, and you had some of the drivers doing videos and making comments, and they were interviewing them saying, well, I'm not going to, I don't want to, drive into New York. And then, you say, well, if it's only 10%, let's just say it's 10% of the people that drive say, I don't want to go to New York. Well, that makes it a little bit harder. And I don't know what the percentage is, but that makes it a little bit harder. And it also raises the charge when they do go into New York. Companies that ship, or they have drivers that work for them, and they ship, whether they're hazmat or, which is hazardous merchandise, or, just regular, like milk runs, like they deliver for a particular company or whatever. And it makes it a little bit more expensive. A lot of the big blue cities, the ones that are, run by people they don't like the police, they don't like law enforcement, they don't like certain things, and they don't enforce things, and they don't prosecute. They're less likely to prosecute criminals. There's a lot more crime. Idaho Garden Girl, my friend, welcome. Thank you for coming, Stephanie. Mr. Whistle in the Black Widow. Welcome, Mr. Whistle, and welcome, Black Widow. So Widow, I'm really growing. I'm up to 1,633. Working on that 1,700. There'll be another subscriber giveaway when I hit 1,700. Every 100. It's going a little bit faster. I picked up several today. I picked up several yesterday. And I was mentioning, I don't know if you were on earlier, you just hadn't commented, but I was mentioning that some of these channels, that they pick up 100 and some odd, 100 subscribers in a day. And you're like, wondering about that. Like they pick up 100, 200, 300 sometimes in a day. You get these channels that were smaller than mine or yours, and now all of a sudden they got 10,000, 12,000, close to 20,000 subscribers. And I'm not hating on them, but I've had emails and I've had people contact me and leave comments that they can help me grow my channel, and they can sell me subscribers, and they can sell me views, and they can sell me likes and all this. It's like, I don't know about that. I've never done that, and I don't know that I would do it. But if you ever see my channel jump 100 plus, and I'm a slow, I grow slowly, and then I don't grow for a while, and then I grow slowly. Most I've had, I've picked up 25 or 30 subscribers in a day. When I was very active, there have been some days when I'd pick up 20. I mean, I normally would grow about 100 subscribers in a month. And the biggest leap I had, as far as, I was like at 960 subscribers, and they said, okay, now it's going to be hard getting over that 1,000, because YouTube and the algorithm and all that BS. And I mean, in a period of like 3 or 4 days, I went from like 960 some odd subscribers to 1,030 or 40. I mean, it was just like a massive blow. In a period of like 3 or 4 days, I just, for whatever reason, jumped up 60, 70 subscribers. And I'd never had that happen before, and I never had that happen since. But you get some of these channels, and it's like I'm wondering. And, Widow and I had talked about that. Uncle Al, we talked about that. And then Uncle Al says something about AI. Congrats. Yeah, congrats. Two of my wife's sisters came to visit here a couple of weeks ago. They stayed for a couple of days, and they reorganized the pantries. They went out there and they threw out some old stuff that was like really out of date, and they organized stuff, and they organized the rice, the beans, the canned good stuff. I mean, they did the freeze dry. We reorganized all this stuff, put it all, in areas, grouping the stuff up, and it's really nice, the way they got it. It's really nice. Really appreciate it. And I gave them some money for the help. They can always use money. Linda Powers, my friend, Linda Powers. Linda's one of my new friends. Please connect with her. If you connect with her, she will connect with you. I went over today, and she connected with me, and then I went and I connected with her. And she doesn't have a lot of subs. But, and Linda, good Lord, I need to give you standard moderator. Sorry, lady. I'm adding Linda as a standard moderator. I do that for my friends. You are now a standard moderator on my channel, Linda. Devil Dog Prepper. Hey, Devil Dog, I did get your information. I'm sorry I had not contacted you. Try to contact you after the live. I'm probably gonna have to go over and get some food for the wife, and then afterwards I'll see about contacting you, or I'll contact you tomorrow afternoon. I'll send you a text message, and then if you want to talk, or if you just want to text, whatever. My friend Devil Dog had surgery. He had a tumor wrapped around his optic nerve, and they did surgery on him. Thank God he seems to be doing okay. Been praying for him, telling people to pray for him. You had said, back in 1977, my father died from a brain tumor. He had a malignant brain tumor that they found very advanced, and they did surgery on him. He didn't wake up from the surgery. But then technology has really improved a lot since then. And thank God that technology's improved. You can probably hear my dogs in the other room barking. I've got two dogs. This is a nice live stream for the new folks. People are very friendly here. They're very intelligent. They make good comments. They're interested in preparedness. My channel, I do preparedness. And yeah, I do the food videos. I mean, I do one or two. I'll drop one or two shorts. Usually, food I eat, stuff that I eat. Um, I usually drop one, sometimes two a day. One in the evening, one in the morning. And they've been running around 400 and some odd, 500 if I'm lucky, views to keep my views up. And then I try to live stream 1 hour. Like last night, it was like an hour and 15 minutes. And some of the folks are used to me leaving at 8. I do 7 to 8 usually. So around 8 o'clock, there's thank you, bye. So that's fine. Other people come in. And last night I did like an hour and 15 minutes. I had a pretty good crowd in. I just kept going. But so as I was saying, when people ask, about things, I try to recommend inexpensive preparedness items for emergencies. So, as an example, I really like, and I was using it last night. I've got a Life Gear. This is a light. It has 12 little LED light, and it is a power bank. It's got 18650 battery, and you can USB charge it, and it will let you know how much power is in it. It's got 25, 50, 75, 100%, and you can use it to charge your phone, or you can charge it USB. And nice, $18 Walmart. With tax, it's less than $20. And that's an item. Another item that I like, and I recently upgraded. They have a red, inexpensive Life Gear radio, crank radio, little flashlight. You can get the NOAA, the Weather Channel, FM, and you can crank charge it. You can USB charge it. $18 plus tax. Walmart. If they don't have it, you can order it. And I recommend those. I recommend things that I buy for myself or that I give to my friends. So I just got in today, and I've got several of them, but I got them because they're $6.50 right now. I got a couple of these stoves in. And I got a 4-pack. I bought 4 more of the tabs. I got those in. These right now are going for like $5. I bought 4 packs. And yeah, I hope Wilma's doing well, Belinda. So I did a video of my latest Bouge RV 12 volt refrigerator, freezer, compressor driven. It's on wheels, carry handles, nice one, dual zoned. And the model number is a CR45. It is a 48 quart refrigerator freezer. And I got it delivered with tax for like $401. $401. And I've got the smaller model, which is a 35 liter. Same thing, wheels, carry handle. And I bought that, and right now those are going for less than $300. But I got one of each. One I've had for a while and we used it camping. This other one we just got. And I did a video. It's 1 minute and 45 seconds. I released it a couple of days ago. I think it was a couple of days ago. Yesterday or whatever. I took some shots of it, and I put some text with it, pricing and what it does and everything. I'm getting ready to test it, plug it in, test it. And as I said, I'm going to plug in a watt meter, and I'm gonna test it first on AC and see how much on AC it uses, and then I'm gonna test it on DC and see how much DC we use, you know. And it's good for emergencies, it's good for camping, it's good for off-grid power outages. Larry Morgan. Welcome, Larry. All right, ask that a different way. How much are prepped boxes? And let me give you standard moderator, Larry. Welcome to my channel. Larry, you're now a standard moderator on my channel. How much are prepped boxes? Now, I don't quite understand what you're talking about there. Prepper boxes, as in the ones you ship out. If I'd want to purchase one, I don't charge people for what I send them. I send them as a free gift. Basically, if you're somebody that consistently comes in with my videos and leaves supported comments, and you come to my live streams, leaves for a period of time, I usually ask you to send me your contact information, and we'll communicate, and then I'll mail you a box. And I do that freely. It's my way of giving back to people. I don't really give to charities anymore, but I do give to individuals, and I help people. And it's my way. It's like a ministry, teaching. I'm a retired educator. I was 30 years in education. I taught for 7 years, and I became an assistant principal, and then a principal, and a director, and went back to being a principal. And 30 years, I retired. And then I came back out of retirement after 5 years, and now I'm teaching again. Last year was my first year back, and I'll be teaching again this year. So that's sort of like a ministry to me. I used to be a active member of Gideon's International, put out the Gideon's Bibles. We put the Bibles in the hotels and motels and all that sort of stuff. And I would go speak in churches and get donations, and we'd use the money to go buy Bibles, and we'd give them to people and put them in facilities and such, and try to spread the word. So right now my ministry is basically preparedness, teaching people, counseling with people. I don't charge for my advice. I'm not monetized. The stuff I recommend, I'm not getting anything from anybody. I recommend things that I buy and I like. So no, I would not charge you for a box. But if you stay with me for a period of time, and I will eventually probably ask you to send me your information, then I'll send you a box. And the next victim will be the Black Widow. I got all of her stuff together. I just gonna do a video of it. I usually do videos when I do goodie box giveaways and such, and the Black Widow would be the next one. And I've been talking about doing that for her for 2 or 3 weeks, or a month. It's been a while since I've sent out a box. But I had a internet crisis. I had a phone crisis, and I was off the air for like 10 days straight. I was having issues, so I changed my internet service. I got a new cell phone, updated cell phone, and now I'm back, live streaming and doing community wall posts and videos and shorts and such. So I'm back. I don't put out a lot of stuff. I try to put out at least one short a day. Sometimes I put out 2 shorts, one in the morning, one in the evening. I go for days without doing a community wall post, and then I do a community wall post. I put out a video yesterday, I think, and the previous one had been like maybe 3 weeks since I'd done one. And that one 3 weeks ago was my 1,600 subscriber giveaway box. Because every 100 subscribers, I do a giveaway. If you want to be in the drawing for my 1,700 subscriber giveaway, the qualifications are you need to leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released when I hit 1,700. So what I will do is I'll take the last video I released, I'll write down all the names, and then I'll go back an additional 4 videos, one at a time, and I'll check off to see who's left a comment on each of those videos. And if you've done one on each of those videos, then you will be in the drawing of my hat for 1,600 for the 1,700 subscribers. The last winner was Mama 4 Boys. She won the 1,600 subscriber box, and I did a video of packing her box, and I put a little bit of this and that, and I put a few of my shorts in there. I put it together and do it like I usually release it as a premiere, and it was like 17-18 minutes long. I put stuff in it, and I talk about stuff, and you get to see me eat a taco or drink coffee and talk about how things are going. It is what it is, and that's what I do. Extra Bibles are a good thing to prep. I always keep a few New Testaments in the van. This is what a Gideon Pocket New Testament looks like. This one, the blue ones, the light blue ones, those are the ones that didn't give the ladies. And the darker versions we give to men, pocket testaments. The red ones are given to school-age students. The red ones. You get them in cases of 100. But I'm looking to see, okay, so I'm planning on doing a second round of goodie giveaways and such, trying to figure out what to put in them. And I ordered a bunch of rain ponchos. You get a 6-pack. I ordered rain ponchos, and I ordered emergency blankets, the little Mylar blankets. And I'm planning on my second round of goodie box giveaways to people. I'm planning on putting just a couple of things I'm going to put in them. I hadn't given any of those out. And I want to, if it's somebody that I've sent a box to previously, I keep a list of who I've sent boxes to. And if it's something I've sent to somebody previously, I want to send other stuff. So that's some of the stuff that I'm looking sending out in a round 2 box. Hey, Michaela Missick. Welcome, Michaela Missick. Michaela, there are some new channels in here this evening. Michaela Missick is a friend to the channel. And let me read off some names of some channels. I will be shouting these out on my community wall. You support them, they'll support you. Miss Anne Marie Angel, 727 subscribers. I just visited her live stream this evening. Nice live stream. Thank you so much for the live stream. And I picked up several new friends on her live stream. Rocket 18181, 275 subscribers. Linda Powers, which is in here, she's been in here this evening, new friend. Melinda Powers, 3463. Danny D, the super supporter, 740 subs. He was in here this evening. And NC Southern Yankee, 249 subs. These are all new friends. And I encourage you to connect. You connect with them, they'll connect with you. So, Michaela Missick will be a good one for you to connect with Miss Anne Marie. Hey, here's another friend coming in. Chugsville Railroad. Hey, and my friend Yoda. Dave, welcome. Chugsville, let me give you standard moderator. And if you are a new friend to me, I think you're a new friend to me. Let me go and look at your channel. "27 subscribers joined 7 months ago. Let me give you standard moderator. Welcome, my friend. You are now a standard moderator, and I will shout you out on my community wall. I'll be over to visit you. Good people in here. 7 in the house, 23 likes. So, it has been a day. It has been a day. And I appreciate you guys. I support those who support me. And I am behind. I will plan on being back for another edition of Coffee Talk tomorrow. Whenever you get up in the morning, thank God for the day. It's a miracle that you woke up. For me, at my age, it is. I say the Lord's Prayer. I drink my coffee. I think about what's going on. I do best in the morning. I'm not as bad as the president. They say he's presidential between 10 and 4. And I'm telling the truth. You know, that's one of the things, you know. He's past 80 years old, so he's not where he needs to be anymore. I will be back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Everybody, please have a blessed day, and thank you.